Hello friend, Jim here with JB's Big Adventure coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. This is a video that I've been asked about. I should have done a long time ago, but I hadn't. And I just felt like, we're in this looking at moving. And basically is, why did we choose San Antonio Tlayacapan, Jalisco, Mexico? Why did we choose to live in the area that we're in right now? So let me just kind of back up a little bit. When Barbara and I came our first time, we stayed with a blessed family from church. They allowed us to stay at their house, and they took us around to places. So in 8 days, we had been to quite a few different places. We had been all the way out past Ajijic. We'd been all the way out past Chapala, been around the lake. We looked at houses. Barbara and I went out with 3 realtors looking at properties, looking at places to rent. And then we were actually shown where we live right now. I'm sorry. We were shown a unit where we're living at, but it was on the 2nd floor. And we had a house before, and we weren't looking for 2nd floors anymore, looking for a 1st floor, 1 story. And so we liked that unit, and we would have rented that unit, but it was on the 2nd floor. Barbara was online looking for places, and what pops up is a place in the same complex that's a 1 story. So that's one of the reasons why we are where we are. There's some real pluses about where we live right now. If we go out to Chapala, if we go out to Ajijic, we're somewhat centered along the lake. Not exactly, but somewhat centered. So if we go down to the Carretera, which is the other highway, and we turn right and go to Ajijic, we're passing up restaurants. People are riding their bikes up and down the Carretera. Lots of folks in cars, restaurants. I think I mentioned that already. All kinds of stores, places to go to, places for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's all there. If we go down to the Carretera and go left, we've got Walmart right on the corner. There's a coffee place. There's banks. There are grocery stores. There are restaurants. And this, again, is right in the middle of along the lake here, for the most part. So we had looked at some homes, and the homes that we looked at, some of them were going down the cobblestone. There's 2 things when you're looking at the Carretera. You've got mountainside, because there's mountains, and then you've got lakeside, which is below the Carretera towards the lake. So you're either in upper or you're in lower. So we were looking at places that were in lower Ajijic, lower San Antonio, lower. There was quite a few different places that we actually went to. Ribeiras del Pilar, several places, and we got the experience of going down the cobblestone. Now, the cobblestone isn't bad. It's just when you're so used to being on flat ground, the cobblestone, it's obviously cobblestone. It's uneven and such. But we talked to enough realtors and saw enough houses. We saw a house that was for us. This house was the house we wanted. Beautiful. You couldn't tell from the outside because the fence on it was like 15, 20 feet tall all around it with barbed wire and all. But when the realtor opened up the door for us to go inside and take a look, it was like we opened it up and it was like heaven. You could almost hear hallelujah being sung. It was really an experience. When we walked inside, on the left-hand side is the house. It was 2-story. The garage is right there. It's got a bunch of great-looking plants, like being in paradise. Whole backyard was like that. It had its own pool. It had its own casita, is separate from the house. Just a real nice property. But they wanted a bit more than what we were looking to pay. And the real thing that put a wrench into everything was the fact that if we moved in anywhere around June or July, we had to move out for the months of November and December because the person that owns it is from Canada and she meets with her family there. So they're all there at that property. So you got to move out and then move right back in. So for reasons that didn't work out for us, but we kept on looking and we left. And then Barbara looked and found it, found online, and we took care of renting it, right away. I mean, the deposit, the first and the last month's rent. And so if I would tell somebody, where's the better place to live? I would ask them questions like, what's important to you? Do you need to be close to everything? Are you going to have a car? Are you able to drive of any distance? How are you when it comes to walking? Are you going to be on a bike? I mean, there'd be questions that I would ask. The other thing is, are flowers and beautiful yards, are those important to you? Looking for one bedrooms, looking for 2 stories. What kind of an area are you accustomed to? Are you looking for a new area? You're looking for an older area? There's a lot of questions that could come in to where you could be. And that's one of the reasons why I really encourage folks to come down and rent first before they buy. I would say that's really important. If you're looking at, buying a house that's $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, you want to see the place first. So I would say, or if you're coming down and you're willing to stay somewhere for a month to really check it out, that's another option that somebody can come with. And I have had folks tell us that they came out and did that. So it's important for you to know where it's at. So when you first come down here, I suggest folks rent, because it gives you the opportunity of traveling all through the little pueblos here to find out where it is that you'd like to live. When we leave our place, it's all flat ground. Where we live right now, it's like brick. So it's real nice and smooth. And it's really a nice place also. So the reason that we chose where we're at is because we've got Walmart right here. We've got coffee. We've got a gas station. We've got the banks. Everything is right here in the area. So if somebody was asking me, why are you living here? I would say that's why we chose San Antonio. Not that other areas are bad. It just fit us the best. And the only reason that we're moving is because Barbara would like to have a dog, and I want to make sure I support the fact. So I told her we'll get a dog. So we're moving. So the place we're moving to allows having a pet. So that's the reason that we live where we live in San Antonio. It's up to you. You can take a look at it. You could look up the different towns. You can go from Chapala. You can go to Riberas del Pilar. You can go to San Antonio. You can go to La Floresta. You can go to Ajijic. Those are pretty much the names of the little towns. Out farther, you've got the Racket Club. Farther than that, you got Jocotepec. So what I'm just sharing with you is, if you're looking for certain places, that's kind of how they go in order, going from Chapala over to Ajijic. So I hope this has been helpful for you of why we chose where we're at and why that might be a really important thing for you to also really be looking into it. If you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's a great community. I know you want to be a part of it. It's fast, easy, and free to do. All you got to do is click on that little red box in the bottom right-hand corner, tap on it, and you're subscribed, and you will be knowing when our next video comes out. Also, give us a thumbs up. That lets those on Facebook, that lets those on YouTube be able to find the right videos of what they're looking for, looking at visiting, moving, or retiring to Lake Chapala. Also, stop by and say hi. You can communicate. You can ask a question or let us know a video you'd like to see. And go ahead and hit the bell, because what that'll do is immediately notify you when our next video comes out. I know you want to make sure you see our next video. So with that, thank you again for being a part of this video. Thank you for being a part of our channel. Have an awesome day. We'll see you on the next video.